It's my pleasure to welcome Art Alishani from the DG Connect European Commission. We might say you're one of the minds behind the Digital Economy and Society Index and the e-government benchmarking report. Would you explain us in a few words what this index is and what does it measure?
So first of all, thank you very much for inviting me here. It's my pleasure to be here. And so for this, I have prepared a very short presentation, and we can and some slides as well. So your question is about DAISY, or how we call it DAISY, but it's the Digital Economy and Society Index. So this is an index that we at the European Commission are using to measure the performance and track the evolution of EU member states in terms of the developing or the digital capabilities and digital competitiveness. So overall, DAISY is a index that is measuring five main dimensions. That is connectivity, human capital, use of internet services, integration of digital technology, and digital public services. E-government benchmarking report is actually focusing on four top-level benchmarks on user centricity, transparency, key enablers, and cross-border services. So for now, Italy is ranked in the 25th place and is scoring 43.6, while the EU average is 52.6. So here below.
25th out of 28, right?
Sorry?
It's 25th out of 28, right?
Yeah, indeed. Because
explain that. What do you think that's behind that number?
So here you can see the list of countries, and also you can see the dimensions. So on the blue you have connectivity, on yellow or orange you have human connectivity, etc. So and your question is what is the reason behind these numbers, right? I think there are many reasons for this, and this is what for this I have also prepared two slides with the strengths and weakness of Italy. So as part of the digital public services, actually in Italy is performing well in terms of offering digital public services and open data. However, this is also one point, very important point to address your question. What is the reason behind this? Is that although Italy is scoring well in terms of offering the digital public services and open data, only 32% of Italians are online users and engage online with governments and use these services. So although the services are available, the usage is still low. So this is So this is when it comes to the strengths of Italy in terms of digital transformation of public administration. But then I also, if we go to the weaknesses, we see that the score of Italy, the general score or the overall score of Italy in terms of is according to DAISY is 25th out of 28 member states. So we have with a score of 43.6, while the EU average score is 52.6. And one of the most important dimensions where Italy is actually lacking, and this one is highly related to other components as well, is human capital. So Italy ranks the last in the EU list of member states on human capital with a score of 32.5 points, while EU average is 48.3. So compared to other EU members, data in this dimension, data is showing that Italy is ranking low when it comes to basic and also advanced digital capabilities or digital skills. So improving this dimension is very important for many reasons. So first, it is impacting the digital divide, but also it is related to other dimensions as well. So why Italy is scoring this low is also one reason can be this one, the human capital. So if we go back to digital public services, I mentioned that the services are already available and they are already there. But however, only 32% of the Italians are using these services or are active users of these services. So that's why I mean, human capital. So okay, sorry. So the digital skills are still lacking, and there's a gap in terms of that. And also the same can be said. The same can be said on the use of internet services, where Italy ranks 26th in the EU on use of internet services with a score of 44.5, while the EU average is 58. So so yeah. And what is interesting is that Daisy report is showing that some of the services that are most used in this by Italian citizens are listening to music, watching videos or playing games, making video calls, reading news, and using social network. However, doing a course online or doing e-business or online business are less popular activities. And actually there are also 70% of Italian citizens who have never used internet before, and this is almost double than compared to the EU average.
I'm sure you know that Italy's got over 8,000 districts, and over 5,000 of those are very small dimensions, and they seem to be the ones who struggle the most to change and embrace digitalization. Would you say this happens everywhere?
So I think this is something that can be seen. I mean, this from different perspectives. So it is first of all, this is highly related to connectivity and the level of connectivity between one country, and especially these small municipalities that are in remote areas. It is much more common for these municipalities to face issues with the connectivity and to sort of be left outside. However, during COVID pandemic, and especially in terms of delivering services, there were a lot of improvements in this context, and the number of the digital services increased. Of course, digital services available to citizens increased, but also what was one positive development is also that citizens are using these services now more. So especially in countries where the adoption and the digital skills are there, so the increase in usability was more significant than in the others. But then this is also related to the digital gap and to the digital skills inside the country or inside these municipalities. So for countries where the digital gap is more narrow or smaller, this is less of a characteristic. And of course, the connectivity and the infrastructure has to be there. And if the digital skills are also there, then this is less of a characteristic compared to countries which are facing issues with connectivity, with skills, with use of internet services, and adoption of different digital technologies.
What do you think might be the impact of Next Generation EU in this scenario?
So in terms of that, I think countries are already doing progress, and have, I mean, the digital agenda, the digital transformation among public administration, and the increase of available digital services is already a top priority among many national governments. And that's why even during in the RRF fund, 20%, a minimum of 20% of the money allocated for the recovery and resilience plan is going to digitalization of public services. So I think the impact will be significant. And also during the digital decade, which is the new communication by European Commission during the digital decade. One of the main objectives is to have 100% digital accessible digital public services for citizens and businesses. So the digitalization of public services now it's a priority, and I think the improvements are going to be very significant.